What is up, Mr. Leopard's physics class? We will be talking about force, vectors, and gravity today. Let's get into it. Introducing Easton Eichhorn, master of vectors and magnitude.
Introducing Connor Tillman, the mastermind of force and direction.
Introducing Gavin McDonald,
who's just here for the food.
Gavin, I'm so bored. I don't know about you.
You want to go play some pool?
It's a good idea. Let's go. Do you want me to break?
Yeah, you got it. Woo-hoo, smoked two of them.
Now I'm going to use my knowledge of vectors and
And magnitude.
to transfer the force from this pool stick to the cue ball to the 3 ball into the hole.
Vector is a quantity that uses both direction and magnitude, which it also uses velocity and force. Gavin and Connor are now going to use force transfer and gravity to hit golf balls as hard as they can.
There you go.
Where the fuck did that go?
You might be wondering what force transfer is. Force transfer is here, let me put it in golf ball terms. Force transfer is when the power from your golf club is exchanged to the golf ball, which then the club hits the ball, and the ball travels through the air, taking the power from the club to the ball, and it keeps going.
Tug of war, both teams pull on the rope in opposite directions. If the forces are equal, the rope stays still because the forces are balanced. If one team pulls harder, there's an unbalanced force. And if the rope moves towards the stronger team, friction between the player's shoes and the ground also helps them pull without slipping. Fine.
Let's go, Little Mac. The Doppler effect is the change in the observed frequency or wavelength of a wave caused by relative motion between the source and the observer. Meow.
Now we're going to use physics to explain bottle flipping.
The bottle flip works because of rotation, momentum, and the movement of water inside of the bottle. When the bottle is flipped, the water shifts around and spreads to the mass out, which slows the spin and makes the bottle more stable within the air. This also helps the bottle land upright instead of falling over. The best flips usually happen when the bottle is about 1/3 of the way full because the balance and rotation helps stability the best. Almost.
Yes! Alright, here we go. Shoot. Yes,
Double bouncing on a trampoline works because of energy transfer, timing, and force amplification. When one person lands on the trampoline, they stretch the surface and store elastic potential energy. If the second person jumps at the same time or just after, they add an extra force while the trampoline is still compressed, combining their energy into the same bounce. This creates a much larger bounce, so both people get launched higher than they would from a normal jump. The effect is strongest when timing lines up so both impacts happen when the trampoline is at maximum stretch, showing how synchronized forces can increase transfer and motion.
Now I'm going to use my knowledge of energy transfer to double bounce Easton Scott Icorn on the trampoline in his backyard. That was a good one. A centripetal force bucket demo shows how objects can stay in circular motion because of inward force. When you swing a bucket of water in a vertical circle, the water doesn't fall out because the bucket and your arm are constantly pulling it inward toward the center of the circle. That inward pull is called centripetal force, and it keeps the water following a curved path instead of moving in a straight line at the top of the circle. If the bucket is moving fast enough, the water's inertia and centripetal force balance in a way that keeps it pressed into the bottom of the bucket instead of spilling. This experiment visually shows how circular motion isn't about outward force, but about an inward force constantly changing the direction of the object's motion.
One.
All right, Easton, you want to cover what we learned today?
Today we learned about forces, vector, energy transfer, the Doppler effect, and centripetal force.
Thanks for reviewing this. Had a good time. Not a big squeak.
Everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Peace out, guys.